Have you ever walked around a polygon? In this lesson, we will show you how to find the perimeter of a polygon, including a zoo pasture and a baseball home plate. First, let's make sure you're dealing with a polygon. To be a polygon, your shape must be three things. It must be two-dimensional, having only height and width. It must be made only with straight lines, no curves. It must close in a space, like a fence around a horse corral, no gaps. To be a regular polygon, your polygon must also have all sides equal to each other. It must also have all interior angles equal to one another. That will automatically make the exterior angles to be congruent, equal to. What is the perimeter of a polygon? Perimeter is the distance around the exterior of any shape. You can also easily measure the perimeter of all polygons, whether they are regular or irregular polygons. For all polygons, a sure way to calculate the perimeter is to add up the lengths of all the sides. For a triangle, that means adding 3 numbers. For a quadrilateral, 4 numbers, and so on. You cannot calculate perimeter if you do not know the lengths of all the sides of your polygon. This does not always mean every side will be identified. For example, in a rectangle, you only need one length and one width, because an identifying property of rectangles is that opposite sides are congruent. If you know those two measurements, you know the lengths of all 4 sides. How to find the perimeter of a polygon. Mathematicians have put many of these perimeter measurements into formulas to speed up calculations. Here are a few, where P is the perimeter. For a triangle with sides A, B, C, we use the formula P equals A plus B plus C. For a square with sides S, we use the formula P equals 4 times S. And for a rectangle with sides L and W, length and width, we use the formula P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. Whatever the unit used for the length of sides, that is the same unit for perimeter. So a square with sides of 37 meters has a perimeter of 148 meters. A triangle with sides 30, 40, and 50 miles has a perimeter of 120 miles. Applying the perimeter of a polygon formula. Suppose you are fencing in a rectangular llama pasture that is 200 meters long and 150 meters wide. What is the pasture's perimeter? Apply the rectangle perimeter formula. P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. P equals 2 times 200 plus 2 times 150. P equals 400 plus 300. P equals 700. The llama pasture has a perimeter of 700 meters. Perimeter calculations often form the basis for multi-step problems, such as calculating the approximate cost of fencing if you know the price per meter. Calculating the perimeter is not always so easy. An irregular polygon that has an unusual shape may require a lot of addition. Suppose you are in charge of making decorations for a softball team's championship awards banquet. You make an oversized home plate and need to put a string of decorative lights around its edges. Here is your home plate decoration. To find the perimeter for the proper length of lights, add up all the sides, like this. The perimeter equals 174 inches, or 14 feet, 6 inches. You need a package of lights at least 14 feet 6 inches to go completely around the home plate decoration. Let's look at the formula for perimeter of regular polygons. The square is a regular polygon. It has 4 equal sides and 4 equal interior angles. Its formula is not like the others. For a square, you only needed the length of one side, and then you multiply by the number of sides. The formula for calculating the perimeter of any regular polygon, from the simple equilateral triangle up to the weirdest n-gon you can imagine, is always the same. For a regular polygon with n sides and the length of one side S, P equals n times s. Remember, the unit of perimeter will be the same linear unit used to measure the polygon's sides. For a regular entagon, 9-sided polygon, with one side 51 centimeters, the formula would look like this. Our perimeter is 459 centimeters. Only after calculating the perimeter in the same units as the sides should you attempt to convert the measurement units if needed. 459 centimeters equals 4.59 meters, which you could use 4 meters 59 centimeters or 4,590 millimeters.